I wasn't sure how many to expect this morning. There are many things going on throughout the state, but it's good to have you here. We are completing the third week, and we've had a busy week. We've accomplished a great deal that is good for Iowans, and one of the first things we did this week was take care of supplemental state aid. We passed 2% supplemental state aid, which totals $81 million, which combined with the teacher leadership dollars, $53 million, for a total of over $133 million new dollars to education with our bill. One of the reasons I had this graph handed out to you was not to help you write your stories necessarily, but I did want you to take a look at that draft. During the debate, we heard rhetoric about dollars spent on education, which, as we said before, over the last 5 years, we've invested another $500 million in excess of that into education. But this also shows you how many new teachers, because there was much talk about class size, about teachers being laid off. And when you look at this chart, it shows you that we have added 809 new teachers, and we are nearly back to the level of teachers in this state before the Democrat cuts during the Democratic administrations. So I think we've made big advances there. We want to continue to do that and move forward with education. The other thing we did this week was just this morning we did the coupling bill, which gives people certainty as they file their taxes. So as you calculate your deductions with your federal tax form, you will also be able to duplicate those on your state form. That's really important to people like teachers, senior citizens. It's important to all of our small business people around the state. Homeowners that are deducting their interest. It really affects all Iowans, and there's no better way to put tax dollars back into the pockets of Iowans than making sure first and foremost we're coupling on their income tax. So those are probably the two big things we did this week, and we were really pleased to get them done and over to the Senate. As you know, the Senate also acted on the supplemental state aid, so that is in conference committee as well. So Representative Reiser continues to work in the standings bill, scrutinizing how we're spending those dollars, because we don't look at that bill as closely very often. So it's time to do that. We're doing that and having really good dialogues about how many different people perhaps are doing very similar things. So we're going to let that play out a little bit and see where that leads us as well.